Branfell has had a tumultuous past. A millennia ago, it was a prison world built on the ruins of some ancient long-lost civilization, a place to discard the forgotten and the undesirable. Until one day, a pair of dragons were exiled from Kryn, and with the assistance of a group of 6 heroes returned life to this once dying world. These dragons have protected over large parts of Branfell ever since, allowing life on this world to thrive. A world dedicated to a perfect balance. But the world is once again in need of heroes. The dragons that have long protected this land have vanished, and the draconian hordes have begun to press a campaign of war and brutality into these lands. For some, the need to hunt is as strong as the need for water. Winterflower Willowblossom, known simply as Winnie to her friends, has excelled in the hunt. With an uncanny instinct guiding her, she often brings home the largest catches to feed her tribe. But now, on the edge of continuous attacks from Draconians, Winnie has left her tribe for the city of Lostborn to heed the call for adventurers looking to discover what has become of their dragon protectors. Often, the strongest allies can be found in the salt of the earth. Bjorn, a simple goat herder, has dedicated his life to caring for the meek and the voiceless, or so he thought they were voiceless. One night, in a kumis-induced haze, Bjorn's closest companion, a goat named Helga, spoke to him, urging him to travel to Lostborn and join the campaign to return balance and order to Sivia. One should never underestimate the power of curiosity. The tabaxi of the Sivian Plains are no exception. One particular tabaxi stands out from the rest, Moonlight on the River, or Mew. Born along the banks of the Almuse River, has set out from her homeland, stricken by an undeniable sense of wanderlust. She has spent many years exploring everything Branfell has to offer, armed only with a curiosity about the journeys of both life and death. The lands of Branfell are not without strife. This is especially true for the lands of the northeast of Sivia, home to the Draconians, Orcs, Kobolds, and other beings born of war. Drake Warborn, a hobgoblin of unknown origins, has discovered he has an aptitude for magic, and left these lands to study magic with the elves of Lam Vendor. Learning all he can, he has set out from home with his newfound knowledge, though the call for heroes from Lostborn has piqued his interest. The top of the world, simply referred to as the Northlands, is not a place of complete peace and harmony like the rest of Sivia. Life here has not been easy. A small tribe of Goliaths have called this area home for several hundreds of years. However, with the absence of its dragon protectors, this land was the first to be assailed by the Draconian forces, and this tribe of Goliaths were among the first to experience this. Several months ago, Viga Vunakavi witnessed her entire tribe slaughtered by the Draconians, but escaped death and now wanders the lands with her only companion, an Arctic fox. Attempting to avoid the progression of the Draconian forces, Viga has been wandering the wilderness, doing her best to avoid capture. The Grand Arbiter in Lostborn has sent a call for heroes through Sivia, asking for anyone that might be able to discover what the Draconian hordes are searching for and what has happened to the dragons. Whether for fame or fortune, many have answered the call, but none have succeeded, and most have never returned. A large band of Draconians and Kobolds have begun to capture and interrogate everyone they come across. Mew, on her explorations to see Branfell's only waterfall, has come across this particular battalion. Viewing their camp from a distance, she has noticed that they have prisoners with them. A curious sight indeed. Confined in small cages, Mew notices they have an older human, a young elf, a pale-skinned half-giant with a small fox, several orcs, and what appears to be a hobgoblin. All have marks of recent torture. A few Draconians appear to be chasing a goat around the camp, attempting to capture it. The goat knocks one of them into the fire, and then steals the boot from another. These are interesting people indeed, Mew thinks to herself. Perhaps the waterfall can wait. Approaching the camp, she purrs. Yes, 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 curious indeed. And our story began.